Good morning students. In this video, we are going to see 10th standard science 2 unit 12. The lesson name is plant anatomy and plant physiology. Plant anatomy is the study of internal structure of the plants. The internal structure of the plant was produced by Nehemiah Grew. He is known as father of plant anatomy. You have already studied in your lower class tissues and tissue system. Tissues are the group of cells that are similar and dissimilar in origin and structure but perform similar action. The tissues are classified into two types, meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. Meristematic tissue self-perpetuating. Meristematic tissues are continuous state of cell division. Permanent tissue have lost their division either permanently or temporarily. Permanent tissues are dividing into two types. One is simple tissue and complex tissue. Simple tissues. Simpler form of tissue is called a simple tissue. Parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma. And then complex tissue. Group of tissue is a form of xylem and phloem. So it's called complex tissue. You know very well xylem and phloem. Xylem conducting water and minerals, phloem conducting food materials. Next, tissue system. Sachs in 1875 classified into three types of tissue system: epidermal tissue system, ground or fundamental tissue system, vascular or conducting tissue system. Epidermal tissue system, it consists of epidermis, stomata, epidermal outgrowths. Epidermis is the outermost layer. It consists of a minute pore-like structure is called stomata. The outermost layer, cuticle also present. It helps check the evaporation of water. Trichomes and root hairs also present. Next, functions of epidermal tissue system. Epidermis helps to protect the innermost layers, and stomata helps to evaporation or transpiration. Next, root hairs also helps to absorption of minerals, water and minerals. Functions of epidermal tissue system. Epidermis protect the inner tissue. Stomata helps to transpiration, and root hairs also absorbing water and minerals from the soil. Next, ground or fundamental tissue system. It includes all the tissues except epidermis and vascular tissue like cortex, endodermis and pericycle. Next, vascular or conducting tissue system. Vascular tissue system. It consists of xylem and phloem. They are present in the form of bundles called vascular bundles. There are three different types of vascular bundles: radial vascular bundle, conjoined vascular bundle and concentric vascular bundle. So first one, radial bundles. Here xylem alternate with phloem. So this is a peculiar arrangement of vascular bundle. Xylem plates alternate with phloem plates. So it is present in the different radius is called radial bundles. Example, monocot root and dicot root. Next, conjoined vascular bundle. Xylem and phloem lies on the same radius. There are two types, collateral and bicollateral vascular bundle. Collateral vascular bundle. Xylem lies towards the center, phloem lies towards the periphery. When cambium is present in the collateral vascular bundle is called open vascular bundle. Example, dicot stem. Here, conjoined collateral and closed vascular bundle. Absence of cambium tissue is called closed vascular bundle. Example, monocot stem. Next, conjoined and bicollateral vascular bundle. In this type of bundle, phloem present on both sides of the bundles. and the inner side xylem is present. In between the phloem and the xylem, cambium tissue is present. This is called bicollateral vascular bundle. Next, concentric vascular bundle. There are two types of concentric vascular bundle, amphicribal and amphivessel. Amphicribal, phloem surrounds xylem is called amphicribal. Example, fence. Amphivessel, xylem surrounds phloem is called amphivessel. Example, resina. Again, there are two types of xylem arrangement. One is end arc, another one is exarch. End arc vascular bundle. See, this is a metaxylem. This is a protoxylem. End arc xylem is present in both stem, dicot stem and monocot stem. In stem, metaxylem lies towards the periphery and protoxylem lies towards the center is called end arc xylem. Exarch xylem, here this example, metaxylem lies towards the center, protoxylem lies towards the periphery is called exarch xylem. Internal structure of dicot root, example B. This is the ground plan of dicot root. The thin transverse section of dicot root shows the following structure: epidermis, endodermis and stele. Epidermis is the outermost layer of the root. Innermost part is called stele, and in between the epidermis and the stele there will be presence of cortex. Now let us take a part that is called sector and let us discuss in detail about the dicot root. So first one is piliferous layer or rhizodermis or epidermis or epiplemma. So the rhizodermis is made up of parenchymatous tissue. It is made up of parenchymatous tissue, single layer, compactly arranged without intracellular space. Root hairs are arising from the rhizodermis. The cuticle and stomata are absent. The main functions of rhizodermis is protection of inner tissue. Next, cortex. This cortex is made up of thin-walled parenchymatous tissue. The innermost layer of the cortex is endodermis. The main function of cortex is storing the starch grains. Next, endodermis. Endodermis is also made up of thin-walled parenchymatous tissue, barrel-shaped, without intracellular space, compactly arranged, and the passage cells are present in the endodermis. The thin stripes are present near the endodermis. It's called Casparian stripes. Caspari, who invented the stripes. The main functions of Casparian stripes to prevent the re-entry of water into the cortex once water enters into xylem tissue. Next, stele. All the inner tissue into the endodermis is called stele. It consists of pericycle, xylem and phloem. Next one, pericycle. The innermost layer is next to the endodermis, pericycle. It is also made up of parenchymatous tissue, thin-walled parenchymatous tissue. It is the site of origin of lateral roots. So the pericycle is the outermost layer of vascular bundles. So next, vascular bundle. Vascular bundle consists of xylem and phloem. You know very well. The functions of xylem and phloem also you know. The xylem, tetrarch xylem, radial arrangement of vascular bundle, exarch xylem. Exarch means metaxylem towards the center, protoxylem towards the periphery region. So next, phloem. Xylem and phloem is present in the vascular bundle. Next, xylem and phloem connected with the conjunctive tissue or connective tissue. This connective tissue is made up of parenchymatous tissue. In monocot stem, it is made up of sclerenchymatous tissue. Here, xylem polygonal in shape, in monocot root circular in shape.